We've all had a smash burger, but have you ever had a Southwest patty melt burger? It's kind of like a smash burger, but trust me, this is gonna be a family favorite. You're gonna love it, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Let's get to cooking. First things first, we gotta talk about the meat. Now, like a smash burger, you're always gonna wanna use a fattier piece of beef, like a 80-20 ground beef. You can also do ground sirloin as well. I'm going to season with some kosher salt here. I like a coarser salt for my burgers. And then just some pepper. Once that is down, we are going to bring it over to our griddle. I'm also gonna bring a parchment paper to smash my burgers with. And I'm also going to grab a little pat of butter. So I just got about 3 tablespoons of butter. And what the butter is going to do is it's going to really caramelize the crispiness of the outside of that meat mixture, which you're really going to want. We're going to move it around. That looks great. We'll let that sit over here. We're going to put our burgers down. And we're going to smash. Make sure you get that squished down. Now, if you're wondering why I'm using parchment paper here, it essentially just allows for my burger meat not to stick to my smasher, which I really love that little trick here. So with these smash burgers, we're gonna go thin, but not super thin. I'm not making it where it's super latticey. The reason I'm not making it that thin is because of the type of bread. We are using sourdough. I'm gonna salt and pepper these just a little bit more. Remember, you can use whatever seasoning you like, but for me, this just is really simplistic because of all the extra goodies we're putting on this. We gotta talk about the corn. Canned corn, y'all, is where it is at, but make sure you're getting the Southwest style corn. They also make a Fiesta corn that's good as well. So on here, I just have it on low. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil down, and we're really just warming up this corn, but also allowing for it to get a little crispy. All right, so now we're just kind of letting it sit, letting it get a little hot. And then on the other side of the griddle here, eventually, I do have this preheated on low because we are going to toast our sourdough. And then with the burgers, it's probably gonna be about another 2 minutes, and then we're gonna flip. It's been a couple of minutes on these patties. We're gonna go ahead and flip them. You want it to be crispy just like this, and then we're gonna add that cheese, that delicious cheddar cheese on top. Let's go over here and lay down our bread. Now, I put about 2 tablespoons of butter just to get that bread nice and crispy. So now it's time to pull things off. Let's pull off the burgers. We're gonna pull off the burgers onto a plate. Next, it's time to take off our corn. Now in a bowl, I've already had guacamole prepared. I'm gonna add the corn to that guacamole and pull it off to the side. To that same bowl, I'm gonna be adding some fresh pico de gallo, store-bought. Sometimes it's just the way to go. So we're gonna add that in here after our corn mixture, give it a good mix, put it aside. And we're gonna flip our sourdough. It's been about 1.5 minutes. We're gonna flip it to make sure each side is nice and crispy. Here we go. That butter really did a good number on the bread, making it nice and toasty. Okay, so now we are going to simply assemble our little burgers here. So the great thing about sourdough is it is a heartier bread, so it can hold up to a lot of sauces and things that are a little more moist, like that guacamole mixture that we made. So first things first, I'm going to flip it on the not so crispy side here. And we are going to assemble our mixture here. So in the mixture, just remember, you can buy store-bought things to make it quicker, like store-bought guacamole and pico de gallo. And we really just heated up that corn that was in a can. What I love about this recipe is it really is delicious and very flavorful. But if you are having company over and you want to make some type of burger, but you don't want it to just be a smash burger, this is really cool. I get a lot of compliments on this when I have people over. It's very restaurant bougie quality. Okay, so now that we have that down, next we are going to add our burgers here. So our burgers are nice and piping hot. And just like that, now we are going to add our veggies. Okay, the rest of the veggies, all it is just some lettuce and some red onion here. Just a little bit. Of course, you can add as much lettuce and as much red onion as you want to. Okay, and for me, I like a lot of onion. My husband, not so much. So we're just gonna do a little bit on his. And then on the other side of the bread is the fun part. We're gonna use a little bit of Chipotle aioli sauce. You can certainly make your own. It's actually not very hard, but for purposes of today and me just really trying to hurry it on up today. I got things to do, but I got people to feed, you know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna add just enough there. Now this does have a kick, so watch how much you're putting on there if you've got little kiddos you're feeding. Okay, now we're going to put our little topper on here, and look how delicious this looks, y'all. There's so many layers to this patty melt. And the way I like to cut these patty melt are diagonal. I feel like it really holds up a little bit better. So we're just gonna gently press these down, and we're gonna push down. You don't wanna play with it too much, you know what I mean, when you're cutting it. Oh yeah, y'all, you gotta see that. Look at all those beautiful layers between the onions and the lettuce, the guacamole corn mixture, absolutely delicious. So here's what I like to do just to kind of keep it together, but also just looks prettier when you're serving it, is you can take a little toothpick here and just press it down, and that'll help hold that in place. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side here. We're gonna cut this other half just like we did with the first one. We're gonna put that toothpick in, and it is time to dig in. This looks fabulous. My mouth is watering right now. Okay, we're gonna go with this one right here. And I'm just gonna take that little pick out, which is awesome. Okay, it's got everything I'm looking for. Let's do it. First thing I taste is definitely that guacamole corn pico de gallo mixture. Very Southwesty. Sort of like when you go to a certain fast food restaurant and you order their Frisco melt, but this is way better. This is way healthier, making it from the comfort of your own home, using your own ingredients. And I gotta tell you, this is definitely a top favorite in my household. You can do this, you could feed a whole family, you can have company over, or it's just you and your husband on date night. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Under 10 minutes from start to finish. Just remember, you gotta keep it quick, you gotta keep it simple, and most importantly, you definitely have to keep it delicious. My name's Taylor Mock, and I will see you on the next episode. Cheers.